I haven't drunk any alcohol for 7 days, and I know that that's nothing to celebrate, and why should you care? Well, you shouldn't. It's just that I see so many videos online about how I gave up alcohol and it changed my life, or I stopped drinking for 30 days or 6 months and this is what happened. But what about a video for those of us out there that don't want to give up drinking indefinitely? For those of us that know we probably drink a little bit too much and we're not getting any younger, we're getting on a bit and we just want to reset. Also, when I post this video, it's going to be in early October, so I imagine there's going to be loads of people out there doing Sober October, myself included, and I'm hoping this might act as some sort of moral support and I can be your cheerleader. So for context, I have a love relationship with alcohol. I like a drink and I'm not ashamed to admit it. More often than not, I drink 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes even more if I've got social events and gigs and things to attend to. Even when I'm making reaction videos on this channel, I will happily buy a 4-pack, crack them open, make 2 or 3 videos and then edit into the night. I'm fully aware that I drink well over the recommended 14 units per week. In some instances, I drink more than 14 units in one session, and I know that I'm not the only one out there. Outside of my drinking habit, believe it or not, I'm actually quite healthy. I run and or row most days, and I do weight training every other day. My diet's really healthy and I drink plenty of water, but I'm not getting any younger. I'm 42 years old and I know what you're thinking, I don't look a day over 21, but I just need to calm down a little bit. But I don't want to give up indefinitely because I love a beer or a glass of wine and a scotch, not all at the same time of course, and I'm an all or nothing person, there's no in between. And I've come to understand that trait and mannerism more so later in my life because I got diagnosed with ADHD about 6 months ago. So it all kind of makes sense now why if I've got a 4-pack in the fridge, for example, I can't just have one, I've got to have all 4 of them. I don't think that I'm an alcoholic, I just think that I'm a binge drinker and a bit of an idiot. So you might be wondering why now is the moment I decided to give my liver a rest. Well, I had a night out in Brighton recently, which I wish to forget, and then a few days later, me and my partner, mystery girl, headed out to Glasgow for 4 days, and it was a very unhealthy trip. So once we got back, I definitely had no intentions of drinking alcohol anytime soon because I had consumed my body weight in beer and scotch during that trip, and 7 days later, here I am. So in my short period of abstinence, what have I noticed? Well, first and foremost, my sleep is a million times better and I'm less sluggish. And I know the importance of good sleep because I read a book about it not that long ago by Matthew Walker called Why We Sleep. I highly recommend it. And the thing with alcohol and sleep is that just having one drink in the evening, it will disrupt your sleep pattern, your deep sleep pattern. And sleep isn't something that you can just catch up on and binge to make up for any missed session, so to speak. So drinking 3, 4 or even more times per week, your body and your mind's not getting the rest and recuperation it needs. Even my partner mystery girl has said that she's noticed it, that I'm not thrashing around as much in the night, and that means she's getting better sleep, which means she's going to be nicer to me. And because I'm getting better sleep, I've got a lot more energy. I've noticed that when I'm exercising and my brain is ticking a lot more. There's so much activity going on in there and I just want to get shit done. But whereas before I would potentially have a drink to calm myself down or chill out, it's just firing on all cylinders at the moment. Now, of course, this might not be the best outcome for me if my brain is constantly bouncing off the wall. So I need to find a way of calming down my brain activity without the use of drugs or alcohol. But believe it or not, I do feel a bit calmer, and I know that might be due to a combination of factors and not solely related to not drinking because I've been exercising a lot more, as I said, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. I told you, I don't do things by halves. And one last thing that I have noticed is that when I wake up in the morning, I'm less congested and blocked up. And that might be purely coincidental based on seasonality and air quality, but it does seem a bit odd that the moment I give up booze, my airwaves clear. 7 days into the experiment and I'm feeling pretty good. And I must add that I have given up alcohol before. Back in August of 2022, I gave up for 8 months. And it wasn't my intention to stop indefinitely. I just stopped drinking one day and it went on and on and on. And I was in a good place mentally and physically. And then in February of 2023, I got diagnosed with sciatica and I was in an awful amount of pain. It was horrible. And I don't want to use that as an excuse as to why I started drinking again, but I don't think it helped. But during that period of time, it made me reassess my relationship with alcohol as well as society's relationship with alcohol. Specifically in the UK, we drink to celebrate and we drink to commiserate, and we don't need many excuses for a piss up. But during that period of time, whenever I would tell anyone that I wasn't drinking, they would look at me strange, like there was something wrong or that I had an illness. If I would go to a bar and they'd ask me what I was drinking and I'd ask for a alcohol-free beer, their response would be, why? What's the point? Perhaps it's just the way that I perceive things in my social circle, but it's easier to be a drinker than a non-drinker. And I know it's a generational thing because a lot of kids and youngsters don't drink or go to the pub as much anymore. I started drinking when I was about 13 or 14, and I remember I just liked the way it made me feel. I was more confident, sociable, had less inhibitions, it helped me relax and unwind. It was the perfect drug for me. And that feeling remains to this day. But now I'm old enough and ugly enough to understand and accept that I can't keep drinking 3-4 more times per week. It's a bit silly. I need to scale it back. And that's why I'm doing this experiment, so that I can reevaluate my relationship with alcohol, so to speak. And whether it lasts 7 days, 30 days, 6 months, I don't bloody know. I don't plan on stopping indefinitely. As I said at the start of the video, I just want to see how it goes, because when I do stop drinking, I do notice quite a lot of the benefits. But maybe that just means I need to drink in moderation. And I also hope that by me making this video, there are some of you out there that might be able to relate to a few of the things that I've said. And by all means, spill your beans in the comment section below and we'll have a bit of a chat. And if you have given up drinking, whether that's 7 days, 30 days or more indefinitely or not, then good on you. I respect your decision. I might make another one of these videos at the end of Sober October to see how I feel and reevaluate things. I'm not sure. Might be good, might be shit. I don't bloody know. If you're still watching, make sure you hit the thumb button thing, and if you like what I do, then subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on. Look after yourselves. Hopefully, I'll see you very soon. Bye for now, people.